Howdy, hi, Spaceman Josh here, and welcome back to Stellaris. We're right where we left off. Load her up, so let's go ahead and continue onward from where we were at. So, from what I gathered previously, so we have a ship over here, and kind of just doing some surveying along just the automatic stuff. I think maybe I think the rest of them are about to go into that, if I remember correctly. Where's this one at? You're way over here. You're not doing anything anymore. Are there any special projects? I actually didn't check that. There's the debris in the hellhole that it has the privateers. And then there is, I don't think that, I think other than that, that's just all of the stuff. There's the anomalies and the victory stuff. We are currently in 5th place. And so the Wizariki Imperium currently in 2nd place. So there's still one empire we haven't found yet, and that's the empire that's winning. That's fun to know. And in January 1st, 3200, the unidentified empire will win the game. And I actually think it might be this one, because next to the Rithilian Kingdom, since we had that deal with them about seeing their space, we know that there's a hostile fleet of an unidentified empire. But there's no like marker as to like how powerful they are. It's just a percentage, which makes you think it's just a science vessel. Which I think is, for the most part, how we also came in contact with these two kingdoms as well. Is our communications with these two kingdoms, and I think maybe a little bit of this kingdom also triggered these ones, because the Rithilian Kingdom has science ships way out here. Yeah, but there's no special projects going to set you onto surveying. They're just going way out there. Okay. I don't know if I want you to go out there. Let's have you instead. Let's have you go over there. So go ahead and play and let some of this play out. So we haven't gotten the other 2 military fleets back. I think what the plan will be, once we finally get rid of these privateers, oh, governor gained a trait. Ooh, okay. Is that once these are gotten rid of and we don't need to have 2 massive fleets going after a single location. What's this? Declare rivalry of the United Regiment. The Regiment doesn't like us anymore. But we'll place a couple of our fleets along the borders of the entrancing, how to get into the Rithilian and Sibyllian polity.
This resource is sure to greatly enrich our nation. Construction complete.
We have a thing for exotic metals. Ooh, hey, one shot back up. Military fleets. Reinforce that fleet. Governor gained a trait. Claus Vibony has gained a trait. Yeah, so we'll have them do that. And, oh, these ones showed back up now, too. Now that they're fully repaired, now reinforce that fleet as well.
System survey complete.
And so we'll go ahead and reinforce those fleets, send them back in, hopefully we continue to win. X-ray laser, haha! More powerful again. Improved deflectors, shield hit points, and daily regen. Research station output, ion disruptor, what does that do? Shield and armor penetration. Colony development speed plus 50%, that might be useful at some point, but right now let's do deflectors. I'm trying to build up the power of our military. Because now we you know, at first we met 2 peaceful people, but now we know of 1 kind of peaceful person and 2 not so peaceful empires. So we need to start building our strength in terms of military, which also gives us an excuse to kill these people faster. Ooh, another one of these. So let's look into here. So we already got this one, the ship fire rate. We got the ship build cost, ship upkeep and capacity. Yeah, let's get that one. So that goes up to 84. Which is really, really nice. And also means that this upkeep cost, well, the upkeep cost for ships should go down. I think it already did. I don't know.
Construction complete.
Yeah.
Construction complete.
But one way or another, these will fill up back up to 25, and then we may reinforce some of these to up to 10, depending on what the numbers look like. And then from there, we'll just we'll have 3 fleets of 10, 2 fleets of 25. We can adjust the 25s as needed to get them more powerful, just so we can take out these people faster. After that point, I think we'll only have like 1 fleet that's like super powerful. That's our FU fleet. So with this over here, they finished with that. Let's build the mining station and research stations. Construction ship, where are you at? You're way over here.
System survey.
How are you way in there? Let's have you move up here. And this construction ship over here, there's that.
Construction complete.
Also, we gained this area, Gaia World. Who's it 100% for? Huh. 100% for all of us, actually.
Construction
Interesting.
complete.
Let's do Sibulon. Because I like it when their leaders show up. I love their names. They're so much easier to pronounce. Okay. What's this? A scientist has died, and so our engineering research is not happening at all. Let's group another one in here. These are both engineering, research speed of voidcraft or industry. I don't know what voidcraft is, but it sounds useful. I don't need to rename you. But, that's another thing. I just complained about not being able to pronounce the names of a lot of the leaders, but it's at the same time I can change the names if I really wanted to. No orders. You just finished. Okay, then you can head. We need to have you head into that way. Build one of those.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay, cool. Good. Build the mining stations. And after that, head up there. I like how they had to move because we expanded our space. That's another interesting aspect. Oh, we're maxed on food again. Improved deflectors have already leveled up. Nice. We can research shields. Hyperdrive 2 or 3. That's 3. Sorry. I think we'll go with shields. This seems to be the smallest out of them. Okay, how are we doing with this? They've all been reinforced, so now let's upgrade the fleet. That's 60. Not bad. Upgrade all of these. They're all on their separate stations, so it shouldn't take too long to upgrade them. The horizon signal. An alert communications officer has identified what appears to be a faint signal almost lost in the gamma ray flashes from the black hole here. Faint but unmistakably artificial. This raises intriguing possibilities for our scientists. Issue special project analyze horizon signal. So which most scientists is on a black hole? You, where are you at? You're right there. You're not on a black hole. Where are you? You're over here. Also, no black hole. Does that mean you're on a black hole? You are. You're on so it's automatic exploration. So you're gonna do the research project in the system.
Ships upgraded.
Cool.
Construction complete. Special project complete.
Oh, okay. The horizon signal, gravity is desire. Science officer reports that the signal was unexpectedly easy to decipher, but their team has spent considerable time confirming that it is not a hoax. It is a repeating, half-coherent message in the Jahetman language, something like a poem. It repeats the phrases, gravity is desire and time is sight. It encodes coordinates near the black hole and ends with the dedication by name to the science officer, who adds dispassionately that they have confirmed that the signal has been reading into interstellar space since before their birth. In fact, the signal may predate our civilization. Fascinating. Send the vessel to those coordinates. Begins the worm in waiting signals event chain. The worm in waiting. Ooh. This is a trick or a trap. Log it and move on. This technology was developed to analyze the signal. Will have some applications in physics research. Fascinating. We must know the horizon signal. The worm. As the ship approaches the coordinates specified by the signal, it begins to report that spatial distortions and curious lensing effects, a rich stream of valuable data. Then the transmission becomes distorted. What appears next is analyzed exhaustively. The excitement in science officer's voice tautens to fear as the ship's hull struggles under the increasingly exotic conditions. The ship triggers a distress call. The officer cries out, "The worm!" or perhaps "The worm." Then all transmissions end. No trace of the ship ever found. No further transmission. No debris in the space of those coordinates is innocuously and utterly free of distortions. But the data they sent back has advanced our physics research dramatically. Perhaps it was worth their lives. They will not be forgotten. 3,000 physics research. But yeah, now they're dead. So there's that.
Complete.
I'm not too overly worried though, because we're having a reduced need for science ships anymore, so going back down to 3 would probably be a useful thing. But now we got this ship that's going to go over to this planet. Okay, so everyone's leveled up. Okay, good. Both of you... Well, actually, let's see. Let's manage the fleets. And let's reinforce the fleets there. Do the same thing with this one. And then let's also do the same thing with this one.
Construction complete.
Just to get them all up to 10. So increase by 12. We were at 68. So it hit to 80. So we can put 2. We technically could put 2 more into both of the other strong fleets. Though at this point, I don't know how well that would work out.
Construction complete.
But it's always good to have those other ones done anyway, so let's have them both head over to Escant and ready for the next invasion. Also, I didn't do anything with the food yet. 5,000 for 5,000 food. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So we have 5,000. So now we can spend 700. Get just under 5,000 to get 750. That ratio went up. That's nice. I can get about 750 alloy per 5,000 food. We're up here, we're pretty close to 7,000 here as well. Let's check the planets and sectors, see what we're doing. Oh, they're down quite a bit, so let's give them a bit of those.
Construction complete.
Someone's dead. The science officer for societal research. Okay, so we have this person, anomaly discovery chance, anomaly research speed, or research speed in industry. That's for engineering though. So this one's the youngest, so let's just have them do it. Okay, so we go back to planets and sectors, so this one probably... Okay. The horizon signal reprise. The black hole in Cynthia's maelstrom is active again. Once again, a looping signal flickers in the darkness at the edge of the normal space, but this time there is an acoustic message echoing in the signal. It sounds like very like Sibiligum's voice. What was shall be. And tells what shall be was. Then the same coordinates as the first signal. The coordinates where the officer was lost at the media as Christian the exit point. Then they say a name, Claws of Purple. Send Claws of Purple to the exit point. We'll arrive at the exit point in 30 days. But that's another science officer, I think. Or send them, but rig their ship's drive to detonate. And not this time, ignore it. Very interesting. Because I'm assuming the coordinates is really close to the black hole. The amounts of distortion the amount of gravity that's distorting space-time there could have some interesting effects going on. But I'm also assuming that they're not past the event horizon because they're still getting signals out. It's almost like a Bermuda Triangle type of thing. I'm not sending Claws of Purple. Claws of Purple complies with obvious relief. Their sec report later indicates that they are subject to recurring nightmares of impossible labyrinths, of the hungry vertigo of interstellar space, of their name called in the dark with a homeworld year. The message has ceased. A missed opportunity. which ends the single event chain. Gain physics research. Now has the expertise field manipulation trait. And also has the substance abuser trait, or a narrow escape. I think it just does the same thing. Yeah, it just does the same thing. A missed opportunity or a narrow escape. That's narrow escape, but I'm not losing more science officers. It's not okay. Let's transfer more resources to that sector. Oh yeah, look at this. Another Gaia world. Let's also check out a couple more of these planets and more buildings. So what could we use more of? We could ultimately, I think just the answer is just more alloy still at this point. But let's also, let's see, so amenities minus 17. Maybe we should do something with amenities. Maybe make them a little bit happier. Let's see. Produces trade value and amenities, plus 10 and plus 10. Turn consumer goods into 20 amenities and produces 4 more unity. Or 5 amenities and 3 housing. What's this? Oh, it's just more storage and clerk jobs. And it produces 4 amenities. Interesting. Let's do the Holo Theaters. This is also J-Head Prime, so I mean, so I think it's about time we gave him something like that. Their thing is minus 6. So... Well, it uses 2 of the consumer goods. That's all it does. So I think we can probably build some of these in a lot of these areas to keep up the amenities for a while. Plus that adds 2 entertainer jobs. And of course Prime. Holo Theater. We're good for right now.
In progress.
Cool. That was in, what sector you end up in? You're in the frontier sector. Meaning you're not in a sector anymore. You're over here on your own, so we'll probably make them into a sector.
Anomaly found.
We do that. Once we get this planet. That way there's at least 2 planets in the sector. Because this sector right here, and of course Prime sector, just annoys me. Oh, don't zoom in like that. Ooh, another candidate. Okay. Let's take a look at this. How's everyone doing? We're producing a lot of food. That went up a lot. Which I'm not going to complain about, but it's also... Actually, our fleet's starting to get now. I should probably... There's so much going on, I just can't keep track of everything anymore. But at the same time, that's a good problem to have, because it means we're getting somewhere.
System survey complete.
On fastest, waiting for the portal so we can slow this down.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Aha! 25 and 25. Oh, they showed up at the same time. Let's go. Up down to 18. Here we go. We're not losing them as fast this time. Oh, we're actually killing a lot of the frigates. Or the cruisers, actually. I even killed a frigate as well. Oh, but now we also have this thing to worry about. The 5.7, the giant one. Well, we killed a good amount of them. Down to 9 and 7. Yeah, no, we killed a good amount with them. So, I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so, yeah, we lost quite a bit here, but that was a pretty good one.
Construction complete.
Physics research. Shields. Haha. Advanced shields. Shield capacitor. What does this do? Shield hit points plus 10%. Uses that. And it costs a special gas thing. I cannot do that. Because I do not have that resource. Exotic gases just yet. With a plasma accelerator. Does more armor and hull damage. Basic combat rolls. Well, this is planetary shields. This is a rare technology. And it's actually not that expensive. Let's do that one. Okay. Are they actually... Okay, no, so they stay at 1603. Oh, what's this? S-Jagon civilization encountered. We have detected the presence of a primitive alien civilization on Bascaret 4 in the Bascaret system. They currently seem to be experiencing the equivalent of a renaissance, having recently left the medieval age behind them. Scientific knowledge is spreading rapidly, and the armies of their petty kingdoms are equipped with crude gunpowder-based projectile weapons. We should consider building an observation post above the world to study them more closely. Yeah, no thank you. No need for that. We'll go ahead and end the video here. Thank you all for watching. Oh, I hit the jack bar. No, don't do that. No, how do I get rid of that? There it is. Thank you all for watching. If you liked it, go and hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, go and hit that subscribe button. If you want, you can also hit the bell. It'll turn on notifications to let you know right when I upload. If you want now, there's also a video that the YouTube algorithm thinks is the best for you to watch off of my channel. Other than that, thank you for joining me today. Spaceman Josh, out.